Hey guys, welcome to Book Review 173. Today I will be reviewing Australia's Northern Territory by Steve Parish. Let's see. So, yeah, there you go. As the book title would suggest, this is about the Northern Territories, and it's, again, another, just like Book Review 172, another sort of coffee table book. I was going to say picture book, but coffee table book about the Northern Territory, or about Australia, specifically the Northern Territories. It does have some detail in it, the introduction, and then it'll have like these blurbs, like right there. Well, that's not very good. The angles on here are kind of awkward with how big this book is, but it starts in Darwin, which I've been to, in the Northern Territories. It kind of talks about some of the eclectic tastes of Darwin, including Mindle Beach and sailboats and beautiful bays. Goes on to talk about some of the other things around the North End, including Berry Springs, Litchfield National Park. You got a lot of waterfalls in Litchfield. Kakadu. Oh yeah, there's some good ones. This is also from Litchfield. And then, again, goes on to Kakadu, kind of a little bit behind where I'm talking here. There's a boab tree in Western, talks about Catherine Gorge, talks about Gregory National Park, talks about Keep National Park, Elsie National Park, there aren't very many people in the North End. I think there's another boab tree. That might be the famous one in Gregory. Yeah, that was carved into by Gregory himself. I forget what his first name was. In 1845, something like that. Keep River. Talk some about the Aboriginal art that's really predominant up on the North End. It's kind of a good picture. We have more Aboriginal art, as you can see. Yeah, that's a nice pic. I think that might be in the Kimberleys. No, that's in somewhere else. And then all the birds and waterfowl in Kakadu, which tends to be kind of swampy during the wet season, but that's also the best bird watching season. Yeah. Oh, wow. I think maybe that's Jim Jim and that's Twin Falls, both in flooding in Kakadu. And then it gets into the Never Never, which is the area outside the top end, much drier. It's got see horse wranglers here. It's cowboy country, desert country, lizard country, monitor lizards. Oh, that's the frill lizard. That one's really cool. Talks to some about the wildlife, saltwater crocodiles versus freshwater crocodiles. Got the red center. Talks about the McDonald Ranges around Alice Springs. That's Devil's Marbles right there. Simpson Gap. Of course, the very famous Uluru. Spends quite a bit of time on Uluru. What's this? Oh, yeah, this is, I don't know if you can quite see it, but there are like some people up there. It talks about the controversy of people climbing Uluru and whether the local Aboriginals don't think it's okay. And it's discouraged but not banned, so people still do it, and there are still guided tours up to the top. So, Katatichua, which is kind of Uluru's second cousin, it is, I believe this is the same spot, yeah. There you go. I think it's also used to be known as the Olgas, just like Uluru used to be known as Ayers Rock. It's, I don't know, 50 miles from Uluru, something like that. It's very famous. Kind of a little secret that people don't know about is this Rainbow Valley. It's even further out. And even though it's not a singular rock thing, it's a mountain range. Because of the iron ore and all the minerals in the rocks. It's very beautiful. Particularly, I believe this is after one of the rare rainfalls that like washes the rocks and makes them really sparkle and stand out. Kings Canyon, Chamber Pillar. I'm just basically kind of going through this book. That's caused by a harder rock, and then the softer rock around it all washed away. Finky Gorge. Yeah, it talks about the McDonald's, as I mentioned earlier. Glen Helen Gorge. Yeah, so that's basically it. It's a picture book. I mean, I guess I went over all of it, but you should check it out if you really want to get some more of the details about some of these individual places. I just pretty much listed them and showed some pictures. But if you really kind of want to study the pictures and get into it, it's certainly an interesting place to see. So, Australia's Northern Territory by Steve Parish. All right, another short review, but another picture book. We'll open it to a random page and turn it off on that. Well, it's not a bad one. Let's get a little bit better one. Let's go to like the Kakadu Swamp, I think. Just kind of randomly going through them now. Yeah, that's a good one to end on. All right, see you guys. Bye.